Hey boys and girls, welcome back to the Rafter K Rustics workshop. We're in the kitchen today. Today we're going to be cooking because this was a special day. I told you before, if you don't get to the grocery store in my neighborhood before about 7:30 in the morning, you're not going to find any squirrels in the fresh meat department. It's just not going to happen. And today we got lucky, and so I know I get a lot of friends asking me, Tim, I got Squirrel again. What am I going to do something different with Squirrel? And I already did one that I will link to you that showed you how to make squirrel bourguignon, which was delicious. And today we're going to do something completely different. We're going to do a kind of a Thai-inspired peanut coconut sauce kind of thing. It's kind of similar to, the soup you get when you go to the Thai restaurant. It's called Tom Kha Gai. Well, the Tom is soup, and the Ka is for galanga or something like, it's kind of a ginger kind of thing, and the Gai is chicken. But I don't have the stuff to make that. But we're going to be making something that I've made several times in the past, and instead I guess we'll call it Tim Kha Squirrel. And it's very simple, it's very tasty, and I think you're really going to like it. So let's get to it. Pretty simple what all goes into this stuff. We're going to cook it in the wok because it's, I don't know, cultural appropriation. We're going to use some chopped up onions, about a half of an onion. We got 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, kind of put that in as we need it. We got sliced ginger. This is what, if you haven't seen ginger, that's what ginger looks like when it's growing out in the wild. And I got some Thai chilies because I grow them in my yard. I've never seen them in the store, even in the Asian markets around here. But I do grow them in the backyard. If you don't have them, you can use the trusty jalapeno. And you control the heat by how much of the seeds and the pith that you put in. Right there, see, take out all those seeds and pith, and what you have is just about just a bell pepper with a little bit more flavor. So you can control the heat that way. I also have some peanuts that I chopped up, some peanut butter, coconut milk. I also have a white sweet potato. I really like these sweet potatoes. I don't know, I didn't used to have them when I was a kid, but boy, they're a lot better than a regular potato, and the texture is firmer and better, I think, than the orange sweet potatoes that we always ate, yams, when I was a kid. I put one of these in there. I use these a lot to cut back on the meat that I eat. A little bit less meat, a little bit more of this kind of stuff, because they have a lot of protein, good stuff in them. We're going to cut up some green onion for a garnish because it's video and I want it to be pretty. Now, there's something else here just to bring up. If you don't make it to the store on time and you're not able to get squirrels, or if you don't eat meat, you don't have to have squirrel to make this good. If you want some just kind of meat, chicken thighs work great in this. And if you want to go vegetarian, the sweet potato and a little bit in a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas makes up for a really, we eat a vegetarian meal every now and then, and this is one of them that we'll do all the time. It's very good. We're also going to have some soy sauce and a little bit of lime juice. Now, you may be thinking, Tim, shouldn't a guy doing a video like this be all bougie and use fresh limes? I say, well, maybe, yeah, but I don't have any. And fresh lime juice does just a fine job. And the last thing we're going to have is from there, and that is a little bit of white pepper. And now for the guests of honor. You can see here, let's go ahead and get these babies unwrapped. Look at that, USDA choice. Produced in the USA, can't get any better than that. You off of there. And these are the 2 boys right here. Look at that. Look at them. Those are lean and meaty. Look at, nice. You can tell that these are free range and organic because If they weren't, they'd be like chickens. Oh, you know how they put all the steroids in them, and chickens now weigh 5 pounds, 6 pounds instead of 1.5 pounds like they used to. Well, these are nice, clean. Look at that red meat. It's all good, healthy stuff. And I have a theory. I don't care about the healthiness of steroids and stuff they put in food that we eat. I don't know. You know, some people say it's fine, other people say it's not, and I don't know who to believe. I do have a theory though, and that's that whether it's an animal or a fruit or a vegetable, it has a certain amount of flavor that you can fit in it. And if it's bigger, that flavor is going to be less concentrated, and if it's smaller, it's going to be more concentrated. So I think little squirrels like this, healthy, red-meated, lean squirrels like that, are probably going to have the most flavor in the meat that you're going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these up, and then I'll go ahead and get started with the cooking. Well, while y'all were out screwing around, I got the squirrels cut up into pieces. I also chopped up the sweet potato into, I don't know, what, 3/4 inch cubes. Opened a couple of cans. I'm ready to go. Now, a couple of things here before we get started. I know that to be really Thai, you don't use ginger, you use galanga, something like that, galanga, and you use kaffir lime leaves. And look, if you're someone like Uncle Roger who wants to give me a ration of crap for it, have fun, go for it, but do understand this is kind of cooking for people like me that, first of all, you don't want to go buy a bunch of stuff you're never going to use again, and you can't always find it anyway. The reason they use kaffir lime, or the reason they use galanga is because that's what they got. We just happen to have different stuff, and we use it, and it'll still come out tasting really good. So anyway, we're going to start off with some oil in my wok. I personally, I don't care what kind you use, that as avocado oil, because my daughter told me that that's more healthier than other oils, especially if you're frying stuff. Look at that. You ever see a beef tenderloin? That right there, what you're looking at, is squirrel tenderloin. So we're going to go ahead and pop these in there, brown them a little bit. They're simmering pretty good. Gonna get a little browning on them. Alright. Next I'm going to add my onions, my garlic, and my ginger. I'm going to dump it all in. Now, one thing about this I found is that however much ginger I put in a little while, I'm going to find myself cutting up some more and putting it in. It takes a good bit to get the flavor that I want. But I never know how much, and everything I do is pretty much just done to taste. Now, one thing I don't like when you go to a Thai restaurant, they're over there. So when you're eating your tom kha gai soup there, and you bite into one of those green beans and find out that it's really one of those Thai chili peppers. So instead of leaving them whole, I diced up about 7 or 8 of them, and they'll go in next. Grab a handful. Ooh. And at the same time, I guess as long as I'm at it, we'll go ahead and add the sweet potatoes. And we'll let that cook, stir it around a little bit. Looks good. See some brown on those little chunks of meat now. Looking good. Looking good. Now, I put in 7 or 8 of those little Thai chilies, and I don't think that's gonna. I don't want this to be hot. I want it to have a little bit of kick to it, a little bite, but I don't want it to be hot. And my hot may be different from yours, I'm sure it is. And I do like to feel my tongue get a little prickly, but later on what I'm going to do is I'll taste it, and if it's not got enough heat to it, I'll either go ahead and add some jalapeno, or I've got a little bit of this left. This sambal olek, which is a chili paste. I don't know where it's from, Indonesia or... Yeah, anyway, it's one of those countries, and it's really tasty. If you've had sriracha, I think it's the same peppers they use in sriracha. Anyway, we're going to let this cook for just a little bit longer. It looks like it's about time. I'm going to go ahead and pour in my coconut milk. And let's go ahead and stir that around a little bit. Looks really nice. Yeah, this one is done. It's going to be more of a stew than a soup, I guess, but it's going to be really good. Let's see. Alright, so we got it simmering away pretty good. Look at that. That look amazing. Next I'm going to add a little bit of soy sauce. Look, I do know that in the Thai chilies or Thai peanut sauce recipes that I've ever seen, they don't put soy sauce in it, but I put soy sauce in this because it gives it a rich, salty flavor, and I like it. We're also going to go ahead and add most of the chopped up peanuts, and I'll stir in some creamy peanut butter, probably a pretty fat tablespoonful. So here's my peanut butter. Go ahead and stir that in, and when it gets hot, and it'll dissolve into it, and it'll just thicken the stuff and make it taste good. There we go. It's already working. See that rich brown? Oh, that looks good. Alright, so sorry about that noise. I know it was bad. So we're going to go ahead and cover this, going to put it on low heat and let it cook for about an hour. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what we got. So it's cooked down a little bit. It's been going for a bit here, and so I just want to check it and make sure it's not getting too thick. It is thickening up a little bit, so I'm going to add some chicken broth and a little squirt of lime juice. I'm going to stir that. Couldn't see it, but I just did a little taste test. I think it's probably going to need a little bit more of ginger, but I'm going to let it cook a little more and make sure of that. We're just going to let it go for, like I said, another little while. I'll go ahead and dump in this bag here of frozen stir-fry vegetables. You know, I use these kind of things a lot, not because I'm lazy, but because no matter what time of year it is, you can always get them. All right, and this got green beans and snow peas and broccoli and some water chestnut stuff, so it kind of goes with it. And I like to add some vegetables to my meat stews anyway. I'm also going to add in about a half a teaspoon of white pepper. Well, it's time to serve up this mess. Let's see what we got here. Going to start off with a little rice cooker. Get me a little bit of jasmine rice. How nice and fluffy that is. Rice cooker's a wonderful toy. I don't know how I made it without it for so long. That's beautiful. And I'm going to take that out. Oh, that looks good. It's going to do a small, we're going to take one of the leg quarters and a little bit of the sweet potato and some gravy. That looks so good. A little more gravy. Now, That's beautiful. Let's go on out on the porch and see how this tastes, huh? Well, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you give this a try. Even if you can't find squirrel at your local grocery store, like I said before, it does work with chicken, or it's really good just as a vegetarian dish with chickpeas. I actually put chickpeas in this. But you will find that squirrel it's an interesting thing. It's not like chicken. It's its own flavor, but it's not gamey like a lot of other wild animal. Cooked this way, it's very tender, almost falling off the bone. It tastes really good. For a little booger like that, it's pretty meaty. And as for the sauce, it's just absolutely delicious. So give it a try. If you have any questions about how much or what to put in or anything, let me know. If you have any ideas for things you'd like to see me make in the future, go ahead and do that too. Do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and oh, and look for that buy me a lap dance button down at the bottom corner there. Yeah, I still need to learn how to be a gentleman. The only place to do that's at a gentleman's club, so I'll need your help there. And in the meantime, have fun and wish you the best. Oh my goodness.